I was wondering if you could tell us how and when you felt the call to be a pastor.
16. Los Angeles Lutheran High School, Missouri Synod. I was freaking out one day because I was a junior in high school and I hadn't plotted out the rest of my life yet. And I knew I was going to end up in a gutter somewhere because I hadn't committed to my course, and time was wasting. I think he's an oldest child. Yeah, maybe. So I'm sweating and trying to figure out what am I going to do with my life, and the idea just popped into my head. I think I'll be a pastor. And I immediately felt this incredible peace. I began to rationalize it for myself with all kinds of things, like it will keep you moral. I won't have any more of these doubts. 16. But I had this peace. And so then my mom picks me up from school that day. I'm not driving yet. I'm not that precocious. And I say, Mom, I know what I'm going to do when I grow up. And she gives me that, oh, really, look. I said, yeah, I'm going to become a pastor. And she said, yeah, I know. Totally nonplussed. Right? Yeah, I know. I'm like, no, Mom, I just decided this today. Because, becoming a pastor is your decision, right? It's not... Whatever. And she said, oh, you're the last person in the family to figure that out. And she told me a story. She said, do you remember, I didn't, when you were 4? No. When you were 4, you would come home to your grandmother's house a block and a half away from Valley Lutheran Church. And you would take about 75 stuffed animals. And you would carry them all out into the backyard. And you would line them up in rows. And then you would stand in front and preach to them. And not just preach. I mean, you did the liturgy, like, the Lord be with you. And they didn't say anything. The whole service. Every week. Really? She said, we knew then. So that's the story.